After 28 years of working for the Chicago Fire Department, John Joyce decided to step away with his pension and start the next chapter of his life, which is led here. He's been telling stories around kitchen tables and campfires and thought he'd try a new venue. Like the character George Bailey, he thought he'd be living somewhere else by now, but he finds himself 15 blocks away from where he grew up in Chicago, which he considers the greatest city in the world. It's not alone. His two favorite pastimes are fishing and making music, the former on the lakes of the Midwest, and the latter with the collective known as JJ and the Day Drinkers. After he answers tonight's question, he is going to grab a whiskey. You are welcome to join him wherever that may be. JJ.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it is a little short, but I think we'll manage. The whole band thing came in handy here. All right. So the mission of the Chicago Fire Department is to save lives and property in an emergency. On February 19th, 2019, approximately 1 p.m., end of the polar vortex, I was sent to 500 South Clinton as lieutenant on Truck 3 for a water flow alarm. When we arrive, it pretty much looks like this. Nothing happening, all is calm, nobody's waiting. I and a candidate gear ourselves up, walk into the lobby to the front desk, where we are informed, that's the lobby front desk, where we are informed that the leak is not in this building. It is, in fact, next door at 500 South Jefferson, over there. There are 4 buildings connected by an atrium which now has water shooting out of the bricks. Never a good sign. As we walk across, a woman casually informs us that there is a woman trapped on the first floor of an elevator. As we get closer to Jefferson, the noise gets louder till we finally get to the stairwell, and I open the door and I find an actual waterfall. So we go quickly to the elevator, we open the box, we open a drop key to open the door, and there is none. I call the driver of Truck 3 3 times on the radio. He doesn't answer. I send the kid to go get him. I then pound on the door, hoping to hear something, but the rushing of the water is washing noise out. The driver arrives, we have a quick conversation, he goes back, and then I pound on the door and I call for a chief. And then I pound on the door and I call for the squad with specialized equipment. And I pound on the door and there's water dripping down the door, and I do everything but yell, help. The driver arrives back with the key. We open the door, and the elevator's not on the first floor. It's in the basement. So I turn to go down the staircase, and I find a waterfall. I then send the driver and the kid to the truck to get the tools. I jump on top of the elevator. I hit the emergency shut-off switch. Did I mention the other guy's holding the door open the whole time? I try to find a latch to the safety hatch to open the door and can't see because of the downpour above my head. The driver arrives with the ladder. He says, get out of the way. I do. He quickly finds the hatch. He opens it up, and he sees the woman standing on the railing of the elevator above 4 feet of water. So he tells her she has to jump in, so he smashes the false ceiling down so he can drop the ladder. She climbs up. He hands her to me, a wet, exhausted kitten who thought she was going to die. The chief is there. He grabs her, and he says, I got her, John. This is the article they posted the next day. That was the mission.